Hello. Finally someone using Restream. I'm just an idiot who didn't take the message out of the chat. Hello. I'm not late! The stream has been live for over a minute. It started at past. Get in the bin. Get in the bin. The Twitch notification is, will Mr. V be good at car for once? That is just the default notification. It says the same thing every time. And the answer is always yes. Yes. Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. I see you in the chat. I was about to read the very first name. How do you pronounce an MX? Mux Louis. Got Jack, Patro, Bob. Hello. Onmuno, Simon. Call me Simon. I will Simon. Zach. Doodle. Doddle, should I say. Mr. Medium Speed Corners. I don't mind that. I don't mind it. As you might be able to hear, I'm eating a cheap frozen pizza. So I don't know how you guys are with like chewing sounds and watching people eat, but I could just leave it on the welcome screen for a hot minute if you want. Love the new video, thank you. Any interest in doing former F1 tracks? I think, to be honest, at this point, I'm gonna leave tracks as things on the shelf for now. I didn't realize, guys. The last tracks as things was in like September. I was like, I did that 3 weeks ago. It was like 4 months ago. Like, I move so slowly. But anyway. I've made a nice quadrilogy of those videos, and I was planning to make some other stuff first, kind of leave it there, just not have the entire channel be just that. But we shall see, we shall see. Mr. V, tuning in from Adelaide, Australia at 6 8. Oh, perfect way to start the day. It's what, Friday morning for you? Hell yeah. Crack open a beer, kick up your feet. Where are you going to like work or school or something? Or you got like a... Got to date yourself. I mean, regardless, crack open a beer, kick up your feet. I'm doing the same thing. Wait. Hey, this is an actual beer. Give me a Juan beer pun. Insert Juan Manuel. No, he's not called that. Why Pablo Montoya? Oh, shit. Whatever, I'm drinking a beer because a new video we've got to celebrate. Hello. Both cars ran out of fuel. Oscar didn't DNF. Yeah, okay, so yeah. Recap for anyone who didn't see Miami. It was going great. And by great, I mean kind of as always. There was a sprint race as well. We got like that wasn't great. We're not gonna talk about that one. But then the main race, we had Oscar up in like P5, I want to say. He was doing decent. He was running like sort of 4th, 5th lots of the race. We had people slander my strategy, but I like to think we had a decent strategy. Like, we got a pretty good timing coming from the inters back onto dry tires. It was okay. But Oscar was fighting Fred Vesti on the final lap, went a little wide on the corner exit to get onto the straight of Miami. And when I say a little wide, there is a wall. Punctured his tire against the wall, limped home in... what position did he finish? Also, I'm going to show you this pizza in a second because I've made something diabolical. So we finished P9 with Oscar. He would have been P6 probably, but Daniel Ricciardo did push us over the line. Didn't try and steal that P9. We got a bit of that Aussie fraternity going on. You know, Aussies helping Aussies, and we love to see it. I've always said that Daniel Joseph Ricciardo is my arch nemesis in this series, and he still is. He still is. But it was kind of like the scene at the start of Cars 1 when what's his name? The King. Oh god. The blue one. When the blue one has crash and then the red one stop at line and goes to push the blue one over it was like that. And it was heartwarming. It was a heartwarming rendition of brotherhood amongst the fearless racers of Formula 1. The red one, you mean McQueen? Yes, exactly. The red one and the blue one. You knew what I meant, so clearly it was good. Clearly it was a good description. If you understand it, then it's not stupid, is it? Thank you. Yeah, look at this. So what I've done is I got a cheap... I have leftover curry, but I didn't want to eat... I had that for lunch as well, and I didn't want to eat the same meal twice in a row. Oh! It's still doubled. It's still doubled. M. Smith, welcome to the Green Screen Enthusiasts over on Twitch. I think they're called Green Screen Enjoyers on Twitch, but it's the same thing. I got a cheap frozen pepperoni pizza. I think it was £1.75. And then I also had some singles, like some slices of American cheese for making cheeseburgers earlier in the week, and I had a couple left. So I thought I would shred them up, like just by hand, and put them on the pepperoni pizza. And so I have made this. It's invisible! No! American cheese is invisible! I could have known! Oh, this is... my life is just tragic. What cheese? The cheese is a lie? Oh god. Oh god. Is it green? Well, allegedly, yes. Oh my days. Apparently I've got some little holes in my shirt here as well. It's all going downhill. By all, I mean my life. Just everything. Juan in the cheese? Wait. Juan cheese? Oh god. I don't know why I'm allowed to live stream. I should not be allowed. So, lunchly cheese. The green cheese in my lunchly. It's a feature, not a bug. Juan Hawaiian pizza. Someone just sent me a photo on Instagram. I don't know if it's one of you watching the live stream. Oh, it's just a track. I think someone's trying to explain the TG thing of the Hungaroring thing. So who's watched the video? Who watched the video? Many people, because I asked what the Hungaroring logo is. Many people said it's a waving flag, but I don't think that's correct, because half of it doesn't even have any checkers on it. Like, it's got the wave, sure. But I think it's more than that. I think it's deeper than that. I think we need to look further. Blair on Instagram says, I know this is so not what they're going for, but I always assume the logo is just the corners of the track. I guess that's kind of like it. But when we drew the track around it, it didn't look that much like what were they going for? I'm gonna bring it up. It doesn't match. It doesn't match. It looks like someone lied on their CV about having a graphic design degree and had to wing it. You don't need a degree to do graphic design. I like it. Don't get me wrong. I do like it. I think it's certainly distinctive. It's certainly one of a kind. Let's put it that way. Just the stupidest comments. Like, TG stands for trans girl in support of LGBT rights. I don't know about that. Not in Hungary. I don't think that's what the Hungarian government was going for, I have to say. Sadly, I wish it was. But knowing what I know about the Hungarian government, that ain't it. That is not it. But yeah, look, it's reminiscent. It's reminiscent of the track map, but in no way does it match. Maybe this is like turns 1, 2, 3. That's kind of turns 1, 2, 3 here, sort of. Or like the end, like the final long right, that kind of thing. It's bizarre. TG stands for Zolt Gebaumgartner. What's the Mexico logo? It's a bird. Oh, it's quite small there. Go bigger. No, it's not going to go bigger. It doesn't want to go any bigger, but it's a little bird. It's a bird head, look. It's like a falcon or something. That's my read of it. Pretty sure this is a bird. Is Hungaroring... Could it mean to be a flag? And then the first few bits that happen after, like... So this is the flag. And then this is Sector 1. Is that what you're saying? But the flag comes at the end of the race. There's no flag at the start of the race. So maybe this is Sector 3. And that's the final corner. And then you go around here. And you cross the line. And then you get the flag. I played F1 GeoGuessr with some friends, managed to pinpoint Hungary stuck in the commentator box based on the colour of the pit wall. Proudest autism moment. I'm not laughing at the autism moment bit. But that is niche. That is niche. Whenever he sends me the files, I played some GeoGuessr with Josh Revel. So we did F1 tracks, then we did all motorsport tracks, we did some other weird stuff. That man knows things about tracks that I haven't even heard of. It would be some like random track in the middle of nowhere in like Argentina, and he's like, oh yeah, this is where such and such race happened and they were going to launch this race. And I'm like, bro, you were looking at a mound of dirt. We're looking at a garage that's got like some litter in it. Like, what are you talking about? And like, every single place is, oh, I know where this is, I know where this is. He's a robot. The dude is a robot. Genuinely terrifying. Stole the beer. All right, if you insist. I don't want to, actually. Have you seen the Toto Photoshop of my face? Yes, I have. I've seen all the Photoshops of my face on every single time my face is Photoshopped onto anything. I always manage to see it because you guys tag me in it on Discord. And so it comes up like on my phone as a notification. So it's literally inescapable. This is the hell that I live in now. The inescapable, eternal torture that is having an online community where people will take split seconds of videos, screen grabs of my face where I do something weird like go, bleh? and then it will turn up in the most random places, and they're like, oh, you should look at this, and it comes up on my phone. I'll be enjoying my day, and then my phone buzzes, and I look down, and it's me photoshopped onto something new, and I'm like, well, day ruined. Great. Was that filmed? The GeoGuessr of Josh Revel? Yeah, it's for a video, but he hasn't sent me his files yet. We filmed it last Saturday, and he hasn't sent me his audio or his video files, so I can't edit it together until he sends it to me. I sent an email to the official Hungarian. Oh god. Oh no. Oh goodness. I don't think that's what I was going for. You know what? If it answers the question, it answers the question, so why not? Let's actually start playing If a Manager. I can eat my pizza while we play. Yes. Okay. We have just had Miami Gardens. That is not the name of the Grand Prix. It's just the Miami Grand Prix. We have next got... It's not even the name of the track. It's called the Miami International Raceway or something. Or Miami International Circuit. Miami Gardens might be the area. It might be like the township name, because America's weird about naming their cities and districts and stuff. Whatever. We just had Miami. It is the Monday after Miami. We've got 2 weeks until Imola. We need to do a sponsor plan. Oh, we finished designing some parts. I think we designed something else which we can manufacture. Oh, he's got high-risk side pods, don't really care. How are you missing so much of your car, Oscar? You tapped the wall with like one wheel. What the hell? Okay, we do not have any new designs to manufacture. But after we replace stuff on Oscar's car, we may need to make some replacements. Like perhaps a new front wing would be in order, or some suspension. Yeah. We just made new suspension as well. Oh, we got three. We got three. That's loads. That is loads of suspension. Are we designing more? No. Okay, we'll make more. We'll make more. We'll just make one, a spare one. 300 grand, bargain. Okay, I think that's good in terms of like team stuff. We've got 8.3 mil in the bank, which is plenty. Wind tunnel refurbishment complete, which now means is 100% effectiveness, and we will do better part upgrading. So I don't know if this will affect the ones currently in progress, but certainly our next new designs are going to be even better than they would have been. So yes, great. His stuff is all high risk, but it is fine. His engine, however, is not fine. I'm going to swap his engine after practice, and he's going to get a new one for quali. Please remind me. Please remind me. And we'll do the same for Oscar if need be. Underfloor manufactured. Excelente. Let's go. Let's do a spots plan review. Hello, Mr. V from Mr. V's Garage. Hello, and then also just Eggman. How is this my legacy? How's the team going? We're in P4. We ended last season in P4. We maintain P4. We have good pace in the car. We may have had a couple of blunders in the last couple of rounds and thrown away some points. Like, there's no way that we should have lost points to RB in Miami. We could have lost more if Ricardo hadn't pushed us over the line. No, the front wing has loads of stock. Don't worry about that. There's loads. Make 3 is... We only got 2 cars. You don't need 3 wings. That's just indulgent at that point. Done some sponsor plan activities. And I think that means we get more cash because we upgraded our helipad. 2 milli. Cold 2 milli. Nice. And so we need to do a new sponsor plan. I don't particularly want to hurt Oscar's performance or mentality, even though his mentality is generally pretty good. To send them to the factory. We'll definitely give him one of these tours. And then... Oh, that doesn't even fill it up. Give him one of those tours and then something crap. Weather center advert. Oh no, our weather center may be slightly less effective. What a shame. Lock that in. Nice. I will say, the American cheese on this, excellent flavor combination. A lovely bit of like mellow sweetness into the tanginess of the pepperoni. Excellent. Ah, I am, as disgusting as it looks, a great chef. Engine poor condition, I'm well aware. Don't need that. Ooh, menu suspension. Great, didn't need an email for that. We've also designed some new side pods. So let's start making a couple of these. I guess 3, so we've got a spare one. Would be sensible. 1.3 mil. Good thing we just got that sponsor money. Bish bash bosh them in. When's our next... And this is going to be designed in 3 days. So we can get new front wings as well. Lovely. Okay, Emilia Romagna. Anti-clockwise circuit office. Oh, that's not the one. That's not the one I care about. That's fine. This email. Strategy prep. Good morning, mister. The race at the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix is almost here, so I wanted to make sure the team is prepared before we leave. This is a balanced circuit, and our car isn't well suited. Literally, whatever the circuit is, he will say we're not well suited to it, because we just don't have great anything. We have a very mid car in all categories, and he'll always very nitpicky, will always find something that doesn't match the circuit. We're predicting that the best strategy for the circuit will be a one-stop. Historically, safety car chance here is about 100%. Just roughly every single time. Great. It's going to be warm. There's a high chance of rain. Interesting. Oscar can do 9th, easy. Teo can do 14th, also easy. We've got this.
Welcome along to Italy, and welcome along to Imola.
Long time since I've been on stream. How are you doing? We're doing okay. Doing okay. Getting through. Trying to pay my rent. Getting through. So. I need to get the cars on track so I can just eat this pizza. Very similar to Miami. Dry Friday. Dry Saturday. Rain on Sunday. Our nemesis. Well, actually, no. It's normally kind of okay for us. We just put more fuel in the car. Rain on Sunday. Let's do some practice. Now, I know people typically at this point in time get very annoyed if I choose the wrong tires. So I'm going to give you a minute to give me all your messages about which tires to use. And then we'll start practice 1. Wets. Super hards. Fuck's sake. Is Jan 30th a good time to give up my New Year's resolution? No! No, stick to it. My New Year's resolution specifically was to eat a £1.75 frozen pepperoni pizza with American cheese on top, so I'm actually succeeding in mine, and you need to succeed in yours too. We do not quit around here. We push through, right? Get that resolution done. Okay, you guys are being relatively unhelpful, so I'm just going to go out on hard tires like normal, because it always works great for me. Actually, how many tires do we have? Get one set of hards for the race. One set of mediums for the race, one set of softs for the race. Maybe I should save for these hards. Maybe that's the thing. It's just, it's not a sprint race. So I think we can do practice on the mediums. For fuck's sake. I'll do practice on mediums. We'll keep our options open. Should be fine. Your engine is fine. You shut up, Teo. Your engine is fine. Okay. Let me get the cars out and I'll finish my pizza. And I'll stop doing this. One second. We're back. We're back. You didn't see anything. Alright. Let's get this going. Let's get this going. So let's get some feedback in these cards. I need to wash that down. That's clogged up my airways. For those of you doing Twitch predictions, always bet on Mr. V. Always. Never messed anything up in this career, and I'm not going to start now. What are the two Mercedes doing? Surely that is not the best way to practice, guys. They're just going to crash into each other, these morons. You know, talking with a full mouth is bad. If it was full, I wouldn't be able to make any noise at all. Clearly, it was only partially full, and that's fine. Your mouth is always partially full. It's got a tongue in it, and like a bunch of saliva and stuff. So if we're talking in like a binary sense, it's the exact same as normal. Maybe you shouldn't type with your mouth partially full. Thought about that? Maybe that's rude. My mouth is full of alcohol. Hell yeah. Mouth is full of air. Think about that. Well, okay, it depends. It depends. Is your tongue in your mouth? Or is your tongue merely part of the walls of your mouth? Like, if we define the bounds of your mouth, does it go, like, below your tongue, and then your tongue is inside it? Like, let's say, like the, like the bean sprouts in a spring roll. That was the best example I could get to. I was going to say sushi, but it was the same difference. Or is the tongue actually part of the structure of the mouth, and so the surface of the tongue is the bounds of the mouth? So is your tongue in your mouth, or is your tongue your mouth? That's my question. Here's my question to you. There's the question I put to you. Please go away and think about that. What's wrong with his car? Oh, the engine is about to explode. No, the gearbox is about to explode. Ah, I think he might have smashed it into the wall slightly. That will do it. That will do it. All right, what do you need, Teo? Ooh, pretty good on traction. We take those. We do take those. Let's give him that, see what he says. Mr. V, why isn't your tongue in my mouth? Guys. Guys. It's all fun and games, but at the same time, I am a real person, you know. I'm a real person. I didn't agree to be in your weird, like, kissing fantasy. Just let me live my life in peace. Give him something like that, see what he says. Same tires. Hell yeah, get out. Don't have a choice anymore, alright. Okay, fair enough. Do I think Mohammed Ben Sulayem has a tongue? Well, you know, I suppose I've never checked. I've never run the footage back and looked deep within his mouth. But if I had to hedge a guess, I would say probably yes, he does have a tongue. If that helps you. So if you put a pill under your tongue, does that mean it's not in your mouth but below it? No, it's not. It's a complex three-dimensional shape, okay? It's like... So under your tongue is still in your mouth. But I'm just saying, is like inside your tongue in your mouth, or is that outside your mouth?
Yeah, I did a small mistake now.
Like if... Do you get what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do I need to draw like a picture? I don't want to, but do I have to? Is there a swear jar today? I feel like I should get one on screen. I feel like that would be a good idea around here. What is he complaining about? Oh. So his engine is about to explode, and his gearbox basically has already exploded. Teo, kind of similar problems. They will be fine. They'll be fine. That's fast forward time. Nothing bad's gonna happen. It's all good. Please draw a picture. Zooming, why did you come in the past to elicit just like horrible things to rile chat up? At the end of P1, I will draw a picture to explain what I mean. I will draw a picture at the end of P1, okay? And you are going to be severely unhappy about it. No, they don't have damage. They just have messed up engine and also crap tires. They will be fine, okay? They can finish doing the feedback. They will be fine. And then they can have a new engine for P2 if they complain so much about it. See, like 23%, no punctures, easy peasy. Easy peasy. Just, mate, just do one more piece of feedback, please. Come on. If you do it now, you can come in the pits right now. No? No? Didn't fancy it? Okay. Oh! Oh, for fuck's sake. I can't do anything with these guys. Stabbing holes in their tires. Like, just you can't get the start off these days. Who's not giving any feedback now? Come on. Oh no, he's still giving feedback. Hell yeah. Get in the garage. What are you doing? Get in the garage. Did I cancel it? I may have done that. He loves the setup though. It's got no tires on the car, but regardless, it's absolutely fantastic. Hell yeah. What were you saying, Teo? Oh, mate. 83 is not a bad setup in the slightest. What was the prediction, Shabby? 75% setup. Oh, absolutely smashed it out the park. Naughty little 83%. Very naughty indeed. I'm just going to do that. Bit more front wing. I don't really need to change much else. Give him that. I'll give him that. Oh, I kind of need to get straights a bit. Maybe it's that way. Maybe he wants less front wing. We'll give him this. We'll give him this. Let's see what he says. Blocked? Oh. Oh, I see. Oh. Oh, okay. He's not going back out, so it doesn't matter. It's a prediction for both cars. No, it's either car. Either car.
Tire feedback.
No, tires are fine. Shut up.
The tires are done.
No, the tires are fine. The tires are fine, Oscar. Keep doing your... Don't come in. Give me some feedback. There we go. Now you can come in the garage.
What's your feeling? Copy that, mate.
Mr. Food equals Shabby by name. There's no Shabby. Okay. If there's a prediction, I just assumed it was Shabby. It's fucking sue me, right? What have we got? Oh, mate. 85% optimal braking stability. Absolute bangers. Absolute bangers all day long. We do need to get that straight's a bit different. Kind of like that, but maybe more like... Oh, the traction. The traction is bad. Give him this. See what he says. Put that in the car. We'll test it in P2. Am I still a back marker? We are a regular point scoring team. We finished P4. We finished P4 in the championship last year. We're as good as Mercedes. We're better than Mercedes in this game. Am I a back marker? I was never a back marker. I was never a back marker. How dare you? How dare you? All right. Let's get to the end of the session. And I'm going to open Microsoft Paint and I'm going to draw you a picture of a tongue in a mouth and we can have a civilized anatomical discussion. Yeah, we're best of the rest. We are best of the rest. I'll take that. Well, maybe McLaren is best of the rest, but we are second best of the rest. I'll take it. Okay. For all those of you curious, it's time to put an end to the great tongue debate. Okay? Who's messaging me? Just thoroughly unhelpful, that. Boom. That's not correct. Aha! So, look. So. Let's make this bigger. I need maximum possible canvas space for this. Right. This is going to make so much sense. How do I not erase it? There we go. So, guys, my question was, is the tongue in the mouth, or is the tongue merely the bounds of the mouth? Right. Let me draw you what I mean. So we've got human face. Here's a nose. Then here is the mouth. And there's your chin. This is your mouth. That's not very bold, is it? Let me go over that. Let me make it thicker. Let me make it thicker. I'll do a watercolor brush, you know. Oh, we'll go in oils. Yes. Look. Okay. Look, we get a smear on that. Oh god, it's run out. Can't get the tools these days. Okay, so this is the mouth. This is the mouth, right? And then we've got the tongue in this kind of like dark. That's the tongue. That's the tongue. My question to you. What defines the bounds of the mouth? Is it A? Is it this? Is this the mouth? Oh, that's fucking small as well. Who are you? Honestly. How do I make it thicker? There we go. Give me a new layer. Give me a new layer. Is this the mouth? This blue area? Or is this the mouth? So is the tongue the bounds of the mouth, and therefore the inside of the tongue is outside of the mouth, or are the bounds of the mouth include the entire area of the tongue, and therefore the exterior surface of the tongue is not the bounds of the mouth? This is an important question, okay? Let me draw this clear. That looks like weird teeth or something. Let me draw this clearer. Let me sort you out again. So I would say the tongue is separate to the mouth, and therefore this is the correct answer. And the tongue is in the mouth, and therefore, your mouth can never truly be empty unless you have a horrific dismemberment and you lose your tongue. But for anyone who has a tongue, your mouth can never truly be empty. But if you subscribe to the school of thought, the tongue defines the boundary of the mouth, our scenario B, I'll call this A. If we subscribe to scenario B, active layer hidden. That's not hidden. Shut up. Then the tongue is not in the mouth. The tongue is part of the boundary of the mouth, and therefore your mouth can be empty if it's 100% dry. Teeth are a myth. Let's not even get started on teeth, okay? Let's not even go there. Let's assume it's the same argument. Let's assume teeth act in the same way. Teeth are separate objects that you can pull in and out, but when added in, it's like a construction project. And then they become like one whole system, right? But the teeth are considered in the same way. I'm gonna put a YouTube poll. We need... But the mouth can be devoid of things that are only meant to be there temporarily. No, but that's a false... That's a false assumption. Like, you're assuming that. Can it? Can the mouth ever be void of everything? Is your mouth ever truly alone? Ever truly empty? These are the questions we should be answering. People get so caught up on random bullshit and politics. Can your mouth ever truly be empty? Anyone who has just joined the stream, we are playing F1 Manager. In a second. I'm putting a poll on YouTube. I'm putting a poll. What's this? Oh, what is this?
Came to the stream to watch you under fuel and stayed for the anatomy lesson.
Right, YouTube is going to decide. I'm putting the poll up. This is important. We've currently got 100% of the votes for scenario A, and the tongue is in the mouth. But maybe... No, that's 21 people. 96% of the votes say scenario A, and the tongue is in the mouth. And therefore, your mouth can never, ever truly be empty unless you cut out your tongue, which, to clarify, I am not advising you to do. Don't cut out your tongue. Just say that in really clear terms. If something not part of the body inside the mouth equals full, if mouth filled only by air or parts of own bodies still connected to bodies, or both equals empty, as simple as... That's not simple in the slightest! You had a conditional. You had a conditional in there. Therefore, there's so much room for interpretation. A lawyer would pick apart your statement in an instant. Mr. V, where you come for the underfueling and stay for the mouth. That is a suspect sentence. Can I cut just a bit of my tongue out? I am not advising anyone to cut any of their tongue off or out, whatever direction you consider that to be. Isn't there air in the mouth? Air is not empty. Well, yeah, we're ignoring that, but you know, say we blasted you into space. Even then, your mouth would not be empty. I'm a law student. Can I put the statement apart? Please! We love pedantic lawyerisms. We love it. All right. we're going back to F1 Manager. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. Let's put some new engines in the cars, because they appear to have some kind of problem. As if they're broken or something. You can have that. And the new gearbox, I suppose. ERS is okay. Gearbox. He can have a new gearbox for quali. Teo needs a gearbox for quali, let's remember. Let us go out. I guess we'll use these hards. And I probably want to save these mediums for the race. We'll use softs for P3. That kind of thing. We'll go out on these hards. Should be fine. Just in case we need mediums in the race. Ugh. I thought I would see quali when I started watching. Oh no. There's a lot of bullshit to get through before that. I feel like I've opened a can of worms that should have stayed closed. I feel like Pandora's box has been prized open this evening, and that was a mistake. There's literally a whole fable on why you should not have done that. Wait, you had a prediction up for will the art be bad? Are you able to delete... Do you want me to just, like, delete the prediction? Everyone gets their points back. Hey, nice. I love philosophy of Mr. V. Now here's a question: does the tongue make a good F1 track? What has my career become? What has my career become? Why is Verstappen not on the grid? He got fired. Red Bull dropped him. They got Bottas and Sainz. Verstappen wanted too much money, which is kind of how the game works. Like, driver salaries are kind of in the cost cap, in the budget. So, too expensive. Get someone cheaper. Carlos Sainz is also the reigning world champion. That's why he still has car number 1. But he is, like, he would have been car number 1 even if he stayed at Ferrari. Let's put it that way. Someone said, is a Jaffa cake a cake or a biscuit? I would say, personally, a Jaffa cake is a jelly dish with a side of sponge and chocolate. But without the jelly, it's no longer a Jaffa cake, so really that's the primary element. So when we're classifying it, it's a jelly. Hopefully that clears up for you. What the hell is a Jaffa cake? Wait, what do you mean, what the hell is a Jaffa cake? Don't tell me that's not a thing outside the UK. You can definitely get Jaffa cakes in other countries. Also, Harrison, thank you for the cheer, by the way. I didn't explicitly say. Thank you. Jaffa cakes are literally legally cakes. It's quite strong. I've never heard of a Jaffa cake. What do you mean? What do you mean you've never heard of it? Where the hell are you from? What cave do you live in that you don't have Jaffa cakes? Where even is Jaffa? It's certainly not in the UK. It's in Israel. I didn't know that. I thought it was in like Spain or something. Never heard them in the US. It's just further evidence the US is just a fundamentally broken country. How can you not have Jaffa? Why would you not want Jaffa cakes? Why have you not, like, rioted to get them? I suppose maybe the US doesn't know what they're missing out on. But surely people must have come on holiday here and tried them. Jaffa cakes are great. So basically, if you would, imagine a little disc of sponge. You start with a disc of sponge. Atop the sponge disc, a smaller orange jelly disc. I say disc shape-wise. It's not hard, not like a frisbee. It's not like an orange jelly frisbee. It is a soft orange jelly. But it doesn't have the same total diameter as the sponge disc. It doesn't go to the edge. So when looking from a virtual safety car. Interesting. When looking from above, like the sponge stands proud of the jelly. And this is key because it means chocolate is then drizzled on top on the orange jelly side to make a chocolate orange, spongy, gelatinous snack. About yay big. Delicioso. Delicioso. Teo crashed. Bro. I'm starting to get the feeling that Imola is not our weekend. Well, it's going to be tricky to test this setup. It's going to confirm that much. Sell the Australian. Well, let's get slightly deeper in the season, all right, and then we'll make a decision.
The ending. Copy.
You just can't get the staff. No, stay out. No, he's got loads of fuel. He's got loads of fuel. Stay out. I always forget to put the number of laps up. But the standard is 15. It takes him about 16 to do 5 feedback sometimes.
You good to box?
Yep. Copy.
Mate!
Balance?
Pretty good, I thought.
Copy that.
I am not having a good time in Italy. I'm straight up not having a good time. All right. Can I leave this session? Sure, I don't have to watch the rest of them go round, do I? Let me leave. Let me leave. Let me go home. Bruh. Mr. V, I think you need to put fuel in the car? Question mark? Oh. Oh. I had no idea. That's never come up before when playing this game. There is no more spaghetti here in Imola. Only regretti. Ads in 5 minutes. Yep. I think a 2-minute break for me is a good idea. We just get through this trauma and reset. I can't believe I have to watch these guys go around in circles for 30 minutes in game. And just sit here. It's a crazy game. Next race is our race. Next race is our race. But you know what? Normally, when we have a really good practice, we have a horrible race session. So maybe, if we have the worst possible practice sessions, we'll be fantastic in the race. You never know. You never know. Good sir, please explain your community post. I will explain in the next couple of weeks when the video releases. But I've been doing some calculations on the universe of cars. A highly important documentary in the motorsport scene. And I've come to some worrying findings, which I will publish very soon indeed. Stay tuned. Mr. V, apparently Jaffa cakes are called Argentine Alfajor here in What? I think I've seen them in the British aisle. You have a British aisle in supermarkets in, like, America? A British aisle? What does it have on it? Like Marmite, I guess? What would you even want? That's the thing, though, because it'll be British foods, but it'll still be stuff that's, like, slightly recognizable to, like, an American audience, I suppose. Like, I reckon if the British aisle was fully stocked with, like, Yorkshire puddings and jellied eels, people would be like, nah, fuck that. Absolutely not. Call me American, literally Scandinavian. Well, that's weirder. Why in Scandinavia would you need to have a British aisle to get Jaffa cakes? Why would you not just have Jaffa cakes? That's more weird. Bro, you're only like 100 miles away. It's just a small bit of water in between. We could just send you some Jaffa cakes if you wanted. You could just have them. They're free. They're literally free. If you're a British citizen, they just hand them out. You get them in the post once a week. They're like bin bags. They're free. That's why we love them so much. We're force-fed them on the daily. Please send Jaffa cakes. I'll give you my address. Oh, God. Oh, God, no. All right. Car part's missing. I'm actually going to cry. I'm actually going to cry. All right. It's time for an advert. It's time for an advert, and we'll sort this out when I come back. This is a whole mess. I'm going to take 2 minutes. I'm going to pour another beer. Please. Please just pray for me to whatever deities and or higher spiritual beings you may believe. We need all the help we can get. We need all the help we can get. Here in Imola. We need it, please. I'll be right back. I am back, and I have brought another British delicacy that hopefully you can find in the international aisle. Lovely bit of Revels, which I'm sure you can get in America. These are from the Mars Company. I was on a call at the start of the stream. Do we make a big fuss about Lewis crashing? Oh, you mean in real life? I saw the titles. I saw some headlines, but I didn't really see what happened. What have you been up? What have you been up to, Lewis? Crashing your Ferrari already? There's a massive advert on the top of this page. Suspected cause behind Lewis's first Ferrari crash. Ferrari's planned running in its TPC outing in Barcelona ended prematurely on the second day. Following on from the team's testing of previous cars at Fiorano last week, Scuderia set up a 3-a-day outing at Barcelona, Catalonia. According to Italian publication Autorace, the crash was probably caused by a bump in the third sector, leading to severe damage to the car. Are there any, like, pictures or anything? So I'm assuming he came off at one of the two fast right-handers, off either the last corner or the second last corner. Why in a bowl? Because I don't want to eat the whole bag. They're in, like, a massive bag. I don't want to eat the whole bag. He was driving the SF23. It would have been more shocking if he didn't crash. What's this? The 2023 car? So is it the one that caught fire like several times? Yeah, it honestly just normal testing stuff. Stuff happens, you know. Race cars. Cars lose grip, car hit wall, car gets smushed. Shit happens. That is my take on that. I think that's a bit a non-story, really. Like, fully don't care, basically. There's not a lot of news to talk about in the off-season, is there? So, if he spins the SF23, I guess it's newsworthy for the day. Couldn't care less. That's just normal testing activities. I mean, it's good they were letting him push, I suppose. So that's good. So yeah, Hamilton washed. Car blow up. Oh my god, why is that so hard? What the fuck? Ah! Alright. Let's fix Teo's car. He's missing a chassis. He's missing a rear wing. And he's missing a suspension. Thank God we're building more. And we're good. He smashed the gearbox? Did it show this? Did I completely miss this crash? He destroyed the gearbox? In FP2? It's not Logan Sargent. It's not Franco Colapinto. Oh my god. In fact, just put a brand new gearbox in. He took it down to 0%. What did he do? I didn't even see. Yeah, you couldn't see the game. I understand. Okay, his setup is still untested, but it is looking pretty good. Oscar's is 72, which is bad. So we'll give him something more similar to these. See what it says about that. I think he's going to like that, so we'll just leave him on it. I kind of want to save the mediums for the race, just in case. Why have we sent back all these tires? It'll be fine. Do you want softs? Everyone making a massive deal out of nothing. News stories, like news sites got a news. If you run Planet F1, gotta write something. So they'll take anything they can get. And you have to write... You can't write an article that's only 5 words long. That's how news works. You have to understand this. That's why stuff gets blown out of proportion and there's weird speculation, because they'll have like minimum limits for the length of articles, and they have like a quota on how many articles to release every week or day. So that's why they just write random stuff and they'll pick up anything as a news story, really. It's all just noise. You gotta learn to just like wade through the noise. Why have I chosen Teo? I ask myself the same thing every day, to be honest. At the time, he was very cheap, and he theoretically is a good driver. Theoretically. 85, okay. But yeah, it's just sucks in quali. He doesn't normally crash. He's not crash prone. That was uncharacteristic, but he is absolutely shocking on 1 lap pace. He's fine normally. He's fine on race pace. He's not great, but he's fine. Bring back Bamani. No! Look, he's currently slowest. He's slowest on the entire grid. He's slower than Magnussen, okay? I made the right decision getting rid of Oladelli. Teo gave us our first podium. We cannot forget this. Finish the setup, you dick. They never just finished the run plan. Honestly. Lightning McQueen can travel faster than the speed of sound? Yes. Correct. I will not be explaining today. I'll be explaining very soon. There'll be a video soon that I'll get into the nitty-gritty of it, don't worry. Need to fire Teo sooner rather than later. 2026 talks about driver skill. Need to build them up. I do understand that. Let's say he's got until, where are we now at Imola? I'm trying to remember the calendar order. Let me look at the calendar order. We'll look at like what's like a third of the way. So Imola is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th race. So actually Monaco, the next race, is 1/3 of the way through the year. We can give him 1/3, or we could go until the 12th race, the British Grand Prix. We'll give him until the end of Monaco. We'll give him until the end of Monaco. And I'm not going to set like a hard limit, but I'll just say he has to put in a good performance. And not put in a shockingly bad performance in that time. We'll leave that up to like a subjective interpretation, but we'll know it when we see it, right?
Copy that.
Where Kimmy? We scouted him. We scouted him. He's very uninterested in coming to our team. And he has quite a hefty buyout. But, in the long run, seems like it could be for the best. Okay, get in. Get in. What are we saying? 92? 92 is not bad. We can, however, do better. I think that could be better. Not against that. Yeah, not against that. Ooh. Not a lot of life in those tires. Do we just wait until quali? Do we just kind of like... I'm happy with a 92% setup. I kind of want to save all those softs for quali. And I want to save the mediums and the hards till the race. Just in case. I know it seems strange, but we are just going to wait. It's Oscar, right? He's fine. Actually, we can give him a couple laps. We'll give him a couple laps on these. You can do 13. Yeah. And it didn't change the setup, of course. What was it? This. Okay. How are your tires? You haven't broken the ERS as well, have you? Okay, yeah, Monaco is the deadline. Monaco is the deadline for this fucking clown. Honestly. We didn't even finish testing it! Mate! I mean, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good to me. He can just wait now. He can just wait. I fully don't care at this point. Oscar can get some more stuff done. Mr. V, do you watch RPM? No. Is the short answer to that one?
How are the tyres?
Struggling with front.
Copy.
I know I said fire tear, but don't blame Toe because you built the car with super glue. Oscar has the exact same car.
Yellow ahead.
And if he can achieve greatness, I'm having no excuses from Teo. Absolutely zero. I need to stop eating the toffee revels. I fully can't talk. I'm like a dog. I'm like a dog. in a film when they want to get a dog to talk and they give it toffee and it's like, it literally can't do anything else. Actually debilitated by the toffee. I'm going to bring him in. I don't want to explode the car. What's your opinion on Piston Cup GOAT Kevin Racing Tyre? Kevin Racing Tyre is not the Piston Cup GOAT. Okay. There's several arguments for the greatest of all time in the Piston Cup. Like, we've got 2 7-time champions in Lightning McQueen and the King. And the King did it between, what, 1971 and 2002 were his first and last championships. That's pretty impressive racing career. We've got, like, Doc Hudson, who has the record for wins in a season at something ludicrous like 28 wins in a single season, a 32 race season. And then we've got people like, you know, the new people. You've got Jackson Storm, who in 2016 won 28 races again, something crazy like that. Kevin Racing Tyre, get out of here. I don't know if you know, guys, because Cars lore is much, much, much deeper than just the 3 mainline Cars films. There's obviously the other films in that universe. You've got Planes and Planes 2, I want to say. But then there's a whole load of short films, there's comics, there's loads of stuff. The Piston Cup is fully detailed for every year of its running, including the winner of every single race. We have full statistics for like 75 years of history of the Piston Cup. Previous Piston Cup annual champions include Mario Andretti, canon, that is canon, Dale Earnhardt and Dale Earnhardt Jr., both of them Piston Cup champions. Hall Ing Ars, that's a Piston Cup champion, only won it once, but like what a show he put on. I'm a big Hall Ing Ars fan, personally. Yeah, Mario Andretti. No, not Hauling Arse. Hall space Ingas. His surname is Ingas. 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 First name Hall. They're allowed to have weird... Lightning McQueen's first name is Lightning, okay? They can have weird names. His first name is Hall. Second name, Ingas. What? Where's the shock here? Where is the shock here? This is well documented. Look. This is well documented. I can't believe I have to teach you so many things this stream. Is this the right thing? Yeah, look. This is on the Piston Cup wiki. This is not the Cars or the Pixar wiki. This is a specific wiki for the Piston Cup Racing Series. We've obviously got people like Slide Powers, Jack Ford, Hudson Hornet. Oh yeah, who in 1952, 27 wins in a season, in a 32 race season. Absolutely ludicrous. Got some people you might recognize from Cars 3. You've got Lee Cunningham, Spider Dangerfield, blah, blah, blah. 1967, Mario Andretti. He shows up in Cars 1. He has a voice role in Cars 1. Fully Mario Andretti, 1967 Piston Cup champion. As we then go down, some other names you'll recognize. Strip Weathers, the King. His first championship was in 1971, if we're talking about GOATs, yeah? His final championship is in 2004. That's a 33-year span. Lewis Hamilton could never. 33 years? And we talk about like Fernando Alonso having 400 starts. Strip Weathers competed in 1,297 races. And these aren't short races. These are typically 400 lap races. 1,200 races. Okay, so this is kind of the GOAT level, right? Let's consider where the GOAT level is. Because it's up here. It's going to be either him or McQueen. But look, 2003, very soon before the events of Cars 1, which takes place it starts in 2005 and it runs to 2006. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is the 2003 champion and obviously took that crown from Mac Icar. This is Mac Icar, 2003 Piston Cup champion. He's in the Piston Cup Hall of Fame, even. But we have other winners, such as Rusty Cornfuel, and of course, our 2000 champion, Hall Ingas. I would not joking. Hall Ingas is a canonical character in the Cars universe. He has artwork. He looks like this. He drives for the Retread team. Hall Ingas. Mac iCar is one of the rarest die-casts of only 100 real ones made. I don't doubt that for a second. Honestly, collecting all Piston Cup champions as like die-cast is a pretty cool thing to try and do. I do quite like that. So Hudson Hornet had 3 wins in 4 seasons competed. I think you have to remember as well that he competed in 1954, but also had his career-ending crash. And I believe was on track to win it that season as well, if he didn't have that crash.
Nubby rejoined the green screen enthusiasts. Nubby celebrates 2 months of membership. What have I just joined in on Piston Cup Wiki? Crying face.
It's a very good question. It's a very good question. We had some comments about the GOAT of the Piston Cup series. And I was just setting the record straight and also pointing out that the 2000 Piston Cup champion is, of course, Hall Ingas. So yeah, apparently Lee Weathers is the 1954 champion. But if we look at the win chart, Lee Weathers had 4 wins. Duck Hodgson had 16 wins in 1954. Why Duck Hodgson wasn't the champion, I have no idea. I guess maybe the Piston Cup has some ruling and you become ineligible if you miss like a month. But he must have had his crash. Like, he had his crash on Fireball Beach, no? In the season finale, he would have wrapped it up. It was mathematically wrapped up in about Boston. Why do you get disqualified if you're injured? If you're disabled, you're not allowed to win the Piston Cup? Is this some horrible dystopian fascist nightmare in the Cars universe? Let's not even get started about the role of forklifts in the Cars universe. By far the dominant species of the Cars universe, and yet they live in this weird subjugated, like, feudal worker society class, and they don't even get to speak. What is going on? Maybe they do playoffs. Yeah, maybe, but it doesn't mention anything about playoffs. Like, it makes no mention. We just have a win chart with Duck Hudson on 16 wins, and he's just not the champion. It makes no sense. Maybe it is. Maybe it is NASCAR style, and they have a playoffs, and you have to win the season finale. But I swear, in most years, you don't have to win the last race. Yeah, look. So that would mean there's a playoff finale, which would be the final race of the season. Okay, he did win that. He did win the Virginia 400. That can't be how it works. Let's look at Hauling Us. Let's look at Hauling Us. Did he win the season finale? Okay, he did. But he also has the most wins. How does the Piston Cup work? They've never published the rules. They've never published the rules. Maybe they have. Wait, there's a European series? Oh my god. I didn't even know this. We have Niklaus Fast Driving for the Royal Bank of Scotland. That's a real bank. That's not a fictional sponsor. That's a real bank. Oh, he doesn't have artwork? I like how, like, Lewis Hamilton is not in this. Lewis Hamilton took part in the World Grand Prix, but not in the... I guess this is like European stock car, which is less well known. I need to do more research. I'm writing a script currently. I need to do more research, but it's crazy. It's crazy. Do the cars in the Cars universe have tongues, and are they in their mouths? I know that's meant to be like a funny reference to what we were talking about earlier, but yes. Like, famously, in the opening scene to Cars 1, Lightning McQueen is in a three-way tie because he sticks out his tongue. Like, that... like the answer is just canonically yes, they have tongues. In 2002, Mac iCar won the championship, but Slider Petrolsky won the last race. So it's not a final heat. It's not a final race showdown. Yeah. But then again, is the Dynaco 400 like a non-championship race? But Mac iCar hadn't had a win since the Vitaline 400, so surely that's not like the championship race. He had the most wins of the season. It makes no sense. Doug Hotton was robbed. He was robbed. It's just ludicrous. It's absolutely ludicrous. Honestly, I'm just infuriated. Honestly. Anyway. Let's play some F1 Manager. That's what we're meant to be doing here. It's just like, if you're gonna make all of this lore for the Piston Cup series, publish the rule book. Publish the sporting guidelines. Wow. Very on brand, thank you. Where are the rules, Pixar? Where are the rules? Setup percent, please. Don't know. I think it was, the prediction was 95, right? No one had 95. Yeah, no, our highest was like 92 on Oscar. I'll show you the best ones. How about that? Nubby, thank you for 2 months of membership in the Green Screen Enthusiasts on YouTube. We are, as always, answering the important questions in this channel, whatever they may be. Nothing is outside the scope of this channel, as long as it includes like a motor racing kind of slant. Highest satisfaction, 92 on Oscar and 85 on Teo. So yeah. Anyway, it's time for Q1. It's time to have a good qualifying, nothing crazy, no crashes. It's time for qualifying. Let's do this. Gonna wait a couple minutes. Don't want to get caught in too much traffic.
2, 1, should be great.
Is the Cars universe a one-to-one universe of ours, but people are cars? Yes! Yes! We see, like, multiple real people as cars. Cars 1 has Michael Schumacher. It has Mario Andretti. I believe Dale Earnhardt Jr. has a speaking role. Cars 2, we have Lewis Hamilton. Like, yes, it's an alternate universe where the people of this world are cars. But the world is largely the same. Like, let's not forget that in Cars 2, they race in London and Tokyo for the World Grand Prix, and it shows maps, and they're just the actual maps of London and Tokyo. Like, they're not some fictional, like, warped version. They're just like the actual map, the street maps of those cities. Like, it's exactly the same, just the people are cars. But obviously modern cities are built around cars anyway, so that's not entirely crazy. Cars 3 also has Hamilton. I don't believe so. I watched Cars 3 today in the name of research. I literally watched it about 3 hours ago, which is why it's on my mind, because I'm researching this video. Pretty confident there's no Hamilton in Cars 3, but he shows up quite a bit in Cars 2. I mean, he's in the race. He's in the World Grand Prix race. He explodes. He gets almost killed. Which season am I on? 2025 we are doing. Just watched the latest video. It's amazing. Thank you. I don't know why, but that one took so long to edit. There's something about it. I just kept procrastinating. I don't know why.
Delta stay negative. Cool the engine.
Copy.
Hamilton's the assistant in Cars 3. Oh. Is it called Hamilton though? Is it called something else? Well, sue me. He's just a voiceover for a fucking headlamp assistant technology. Oh, fine. That went over my head. I was taking in the plot points. I was doing, I was doing velocity calculations to work out how fast Lightning McQueen goes. Sue me, okay? I was doing maths. Okay, Pocher outqualifies Oscar on the bankers. Curious. Curious. We only have 3 sets of tyres as well. We kind of screwed this one. One safe for the race, that's okay. Gonna have to be on scrubs. She calls it Hamilton. I wasn't paying attention. Okay? There's a lot of details, and I was focusing on other details. This was research. This was important research I was doing, okay? I was focusing on other elements of the film. In German, it's called Sebastian. But it wasn't voiced by Hamilton. There's no way that was Hamilton's voice. There's no way. Do you think Hauling Ass should have raced under 69 instead of 79? Was 69 taken? That's the important question. That wasn't even available to him. He might have had no choice. Let's look at the 2000 season. It wasn't even taken. Yeah, no, okay. Number 69 was fully available and Hauling Ass didn't even take it. Washed. Like, he's lost all respect. All respect. Oh, but wait. Dale Earnhardt was on the grid in 2000. When was his accident in real life? What year was that? (2001). Oh god. Do I even want to look at that? 2001 at Daytona. Yep, he's listed on the entrance again in 2001, but then he is not listed as an entrant for 2002. I don't know how I feel about that one. No, okay, it's canon. It is canon. In the Cars universe, Dale Earnhardt dies during the Florida 500 in 2001. Yeah. Yeah. Bear in mind how many on-screen deaths are in Cars 2. There's quite a few in the opening sequences, but I don't think anyone dies in the races. I think people get blown up in the opening sequences. But, you know, when the cars get exploded in the races, they survive, they carry on to the next races. But yeah, the opening sequence has a good, like, 20 fatalities. Okay, so 111 laps. We can go out relatively late, but I'm going to send them out to 2:30. I do like 2:30. Piastri is currently in the knockout zone. Let's go now. God, he might be behind. He might be behind another car. A Red Bull and a McLaren. Porsche. Oh, McLaren's coming in. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Did a 911 happen in Cars? I'm just laughing at the premise of that question. I mean, I'm gonna Google it. Fan theories. Cars 911 happened. In Cars 2, it's shown that cars have to go through a metal detector when flying, implying that car terrorists exist. And from the Planes movie, we see the New York skyline, and there's no sign of the Twin Towers. This maybe is a kind of video for me to make on my original channel.
You're good to push.
It might be time to crack out the original Mr. V channel, because that's not motorsport enough to go on Mr. V's Garage, but it certainly does deserve a video. When's the dissertation on the socio-economic status of the Cars universe? I don't want to get into the economic politics of the Cars universe, okay? There's some... I will say there's some manipulation going on.
What's this?
You better delete that browser history.
Nah, it all stays in there. It all goes into this beautiful algorithmic mush. Look, just today, I've got Lightning McQueen tongue pics. Did 9/11 happen in the Cars universe? And Dale Earnhardt Cars 2002. So it's fully blown out the water already. Like, there's no point deleting it. They know. You can delete the history. They know. Google saw what you did, okay? They know. If you had a Cars uni course, I'd take it. If I can get the funding for a Cars higher education course, I'll put it together for you. Okay, we've got both cars in. Theoretically, Piastri can be knocked out. Piastri, not like in this setup, 0.6 behind Porsche. Are we forgetting the entire plot of Cars 2 centre around a British spy agency that works for the Crown? I'm not forgetting. Also, I swear to God, get impeded, Sonoda. He better not improve. He got impeded! He got impeded! Tsunoda is out! And P17 and Piastri lives to drive another day. Oh, it's not going well with Imola. It's not going well. Oh. Planes don't have pilots. How do they make the planes, the cars planes fly into the buildings? Look, okay. Without saying too many sensitive things on a YouTube live stream, let's just say there's real life analogies. All I'm gonna say is there's real life analogies. Well, I mean, let's put it this way. In real life, the people in those planes didn't exactly get to go home that evening, did they? Like, it's not that different. Okay, we are in to Q2. Someone needs to Mr. V Cars fan art now. Jesus Christ. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Okay. I'm tempted to do the bankers on these tires, and then we can do our fast ones on the good tires. These are just bankers, remember? Just in case there's like a red flag or something. If cars only came to exist in the late 19th century, does cars history only start then? Or were there Stone Age cars? Were there sentient carts pulled by horse-like cars? Okay, so I can answer that question, but it's kind of neither of those options. So the cars of the Cars world are not, they're not built. It's not fully explained where they do come from. But what we do know is, and this is confirmed in universe, because I think there's one of the short films where they go to a museum and it has displays showing evolution in the Cars universe. So basically, their I was going to say species, but the world started out and there were submarine type things. And then eventually, some of these submarines evolved to be able to go on land. Think of like an amphibious vehicle. So there's evolution in the Cars universe. We start with small submarine creatures. Then we get amphibious sort of like boat car hybrids. Then we get fully land cars. And we can only assume at this point they branch into like cars and planes and also trains. Don't forget there's trains in the Cars universe as well. And the trains are also sentient. Much like a truck or a plane, they just have other smaller vehicles go inside them. Cars have a machine spirit. That is also confirmed in universe. There's a point when Mater has like a bad crash or something, and he's kind of in like a dreamlike state, and his door opens and we see a small sort of like ghost Mater come out, and it like talks to him, which is implied to be his like his spirit, his soul. So the cars have a soul, and the soul kind of looks like them, but smaller, and at least in their own imagination enters and exits through the driver's side door. So we can, assuming the brain is the center of the organism, and assuming the cars also have some kind of brain, that brain sort of sits in the passenger seat. So we also have to assume that like British cars in the Cars universe have their brain on the other side. Yeah. And we know as well that people can have like engine upgrades and engine swaps. So the engine is not the brain of the car. You can have that modified and changed and stuff, and you are fine. So I guess the engine is more like the stomach or the heart, but the brain is like the driver's seat, or I suppose you could call it like the ECU. We also see cars ghosts in one of the short films. Literally just like floating ghosts of dead cars. I mean, we see the car Pope in Cars 1. And he's a car who rides in a larger Pope-mobile car. So they call him the Pope-mobile. And it's kind of a play on words because the Pope-mobile is the Pope. And then he rides in a Pope-mobile mobile. Yeah, you following? It's fucked. It's so messed up, the whole thing.
Three. It's a good lap.
There is a desk page on the Piston Cup. I'm not looking at that. I don't want to look at that. Hey, Piastri goes ahead of Porsche. Hey, back on F1 Manager. Piastri puts in a good banker lap. We'll take it ahead of Gasly. These are on scrub tires. We're also going to do our good one on good tires. Let's get those on. These ones. Yes. Did the Pope-mobile have to evolve into that form? See, here's an interesting question. We don't so much have details about the birth of each individual car. We know they have parents. There's references when cars talk about their parents. So it is somewhat along the lines of like when a mummy car loves a daddy car, but we don't get details of what they do next. We don't know if cars are like designed, and so someone says like, I need a Pope-mobile, and then they like lodge that with their central government authority, and then the next parents are like, you're gonna have, or if they come from a long line and the whole family are like Pope-mobiles, and it's like, if you're a third generation Honda Civic and so is your partner, then your child will also be a third generation Honda Civic, or maybe a latest generation Honda Civic. That's not confirmed. Have I come in at a weird time? Kind of the whole stream's been like this. Not gonna lie to you. It's unconfirmed how cars get their kind of like specialization. Obviously, they come out in a certain model, but it's not clear if that's chosen or if it can be kind of like predetermined or if it's luck. If you know what I mean. Exhaust pipes come into play between the mummy car and the daddy car. In the hopes of not getting the stream demonetized, I am not getting into it. Isn't there a scene in Cars 2 where Mata meets a car whose eyes are in the headlights? Yes, and it freaks him out. And it freaked me out too. Hello. Oh, Shabby.
Shabby will be gifted a tier 1 sub to Pope-mobile. They have given 26 gift subs in the channel.
Okay, so there's a Twitch user called Pope-mobile. Is there a Twitch user called Pope-mobile Mobile? That's the question. We're going to send these cars out at 2:30 or about 2:20, so I'm just getting down to that. Aston Martin. Terra can go now. Should be fine. You haven't missed much F1 Manager. No, I mean, we're in Q2. We're in Q2. It's been a day. It's been a day. Okay? It's been a day. Piastri literally fighting. Piastri is fighting with what looked like a Red Bull the whole way around his lap. Did manage to sneak it in P8. Teo, my guy. Point 108 behind Gasly. I mean, it's only he's qualified worse. Let's be real here. He's getting better. P11 is better than he's done in several of the previous races. Okay, we've still got a Q3. Let's get in here. I didn't change his... I didn't change his ERS. He's still got the bad ERS. No one reminded me. All right. Well, hopefully we can do that before the race because he needs that. It's going to explode. Use the scrub tires. So we'll keep some softs for... Oh, we've got softs for the race. Let's just use the scrubs there. It'll be fine. There are a lot of Popemobile users. That's actually concerning. Let's get a banker lap in.
Should be green now.
In Teo's defense, I forgot to give him the new ERS system, so he is driving around with a broken one. Have you ever watched My Strange Addiction or Addiction potentially? No, I have not. Okay, Piastri. It's an okay lap. He's ahead of Sainz, but Sainz clearly had something bad happen. It's not great. 0.8 behind. Behind both Aston Martins, who are starting to get faster, which I don't enjoy. New tyres. Come on. I'm just browsing through the deaths page, and there's a retired crew chief that died by kidney failure. Sorry, in the Cars universe. In the Cars universe, there's a car that died by kidney failure. Just confirm that I'm hearing that right. How would Titanic happen in the Cars universe? The Cars universe is not even just a can of worms. It's like an international standard shipping container full of worms. It's so many worms. There's questions I do not want to know the answers to. I'm going to need to write multiple scripts about this, I think. I think I've started something that I can't stop now. There's a cars-based force going on now in the chat. We're just going to get some of the most horrible questions I just know. Ads in 5 minutes? That's perfect. We'll finish Q3 and then we'll go for a little break. Let's get down. Let's send about 220 right at the end of the session. I just see the message Cars Holocaust. And see the thing is, right? The thing is, I forget his name, but one of the residents of Radiator Springs is a World War II standard issue Jeep, even painted in US Army livery, which implies there was a Cars World War II.
Yep.
Which implies the combatants of Cars World War II were obviously the Allied powers on one side and Nazi Germany on the other side. Which implies that many of the same events of real-life World War II also happened in the Cars universe, up to and including a Cars Holocaust. A shipping container full of worms. I'll say it again. It's just so many questions. He's called Sarge, that makes sense. Do I think Chick Hicks should be in the GOAT conversation? One-time Piston Cup winner Chick Hicks, who effectively won it on a technicality. Absolutely not. Get in the bin. Cars Pearl Harbor 2.
You can go.
What a terrible day to have ears and a brain. Does all of this mean there was a Cars Jesus? There's a Cars Pope! He's got to be worshipping something, so obviously there's a Cars Jesus. Cars Stalin. Oh! I don't want to know. Well, at least we're not going to get P10. Nope. Nope. Leclerc's still running for somehow, but we're ahead of Drogovic and Gasly, so I'll take it. P8. We'll take P8. Did you put a prediction up? Did we meet the prediction? Nope, we did not. Cars Hiroshima, for fuck's sake. Let's go on a break. Let's go on a break. Let's go on a break. I'm going to take a break. I am going to go on a break. I'm just gonna... I'm taking a break. I'm taking a break. I'm taking a break. I'm going to get a big thing of water. And I'm taking a break. Taking a break. I will be right back. Do you think Mr. V ever regrets live streaming? Yes. Yes, I do think that. I keep reading, every single comment I read is so much worse than the last. Cars slave trade would actually be worse than human slave trade because the boats would be in on it as well. Like, mate, like, come on. Like, Cars Margaret Thatcher. Wait. No, not Margaret Thatcher car bombs. I don't care. Cars Universe Margaret Thatcher. No one on the internet has ever asked this question, let alone answer it. I can't believe that. Should I go on image results? Nothing. There's nothing. No one has ever rendered Margaret Thatcher in the Cars universe. I can't believe that's not a thing on the internet. That's actually disappointed. To lighten the mood, I looked up who has the most wins in the Piston Cup. Unsurprisingly, the answer is the King with 200. Here's the how does the King have 200 wins and 1,200 race starts, but he only won 7 titles. And Lightning McQueen has half as many wins and still 7 titles. Like, did the king like come runner up like 10 times? I just think it clearly has a very tough career, spanning like 30 years. And then I just saw another comment that says, "What's your opinion on Kim Jong Vroom?" Anyway, let's go to the race. We qualified P8s. That's good. That's fun.
Not long until we get going here in Italy with 63 laps of hard-fought motor racing.
Imola can really reward consistency, as Nigel Mansell showed here in 1992 when he became the first driver to ever win the opening 5 Grand Prix of a season.
Like, just
Imola has no fewer than
the Cars universe is a hellish nightmare thought experiment, which I will be covering extensively in one or more videos on Mr. V's Garage and potentially also my main channel, my like original channel, main channel. Mr. V's Garage is the main channel nowadays.
race day.
Did Car Romans kill Car Jesus? I just, it's the Emilia Romagna 2025 Grand Prix. We're here in Imola 2025. Oscar Piastri has qualified P8 with his teammate Teo Porcher in P11. Jeremy Carbin. Stop! Stop! My nan screamed through goes Hamilton after undertaking 10 cars in the M25 at 200 mph. I would have believed you if you typed a slightly smaller number. Do you have any idea how fast 200 miles an hour is? If you wrote 100, I'd be like, yeah, I've done 100 miles an hour on the M25. That's not that crazy. You have to like watch out for the speed cameras, but 200 miles an hour is worlds apart from 100 miles an hour. Worlds apart. Let's get some realistic shit posts going on. If we're getting copy pastas going on, let's make them realistic. Honestly. All right, Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. It says it's raining, but when is it raining? That is the question. Very similar in fact to Miami. Don't know why I saved all those tires. Completely forgot about the rain. So it looks like we've got a crossover, maybe about lap 37, 38, that kind of thing. So let's bring this back to there. Honestly, looking pretty good. We obviously have the option to just duck out and get new inters if there's a safety car or something. Might not be a bad shout. I'm liking that. Teo apparently wants to go into hards, which makes absolutely zero sense because you have a set of mediums, you idiot. What was it? Lap 37? That kind of place? Yeah, seems about right. Okay. We're gonna do this, but we need to keep an eye on the rain levels and other stuff like that. Pol Pot birth name is Saloth Sar. Yeah, the puns write themselves. I will agree. And then underneath Winston Dorsill. Hummer Keller. Saddam Hussein. I'm stealing that. If I write a script, if I do write a script about Cars 911, I'm 100% using the pun Saddam Hussein, and you forfeited all rights by posting it in this chat. I just it's just, yeah, it's a lot. Who's texting me? It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Oh, you just bought a t-shirt. Who was that? Guys, if you head to mysteries.garage.com, you can pick up a wondrous range of racing-inspired merchandise. And one of you has just bought this hat. Specifically in pink, which is an excellent choice. I wear the pink one very often. It's very dirty. I need to wash it. An excellent, excellent choice, if I may say so myself. Anyway, let's get into this race. I'm happy with this. We are going to underfuel, but only 4 laps. How much difference is that? 7 kg. Yep. 4 laps underfuel sounds perfect to me. Driver options. We also go fast pace. Just absolutely send it at the start of the race. Looking good. Let's get out there. Let's get out. I'm feeling confident. Lady Car.
Well then, it's not long until we
There's-
get started here, and we should be in for a tightly contested race. Time for Oscar
I just want to watch the cars go in circles. I just want to watch the cars go in circles.
Provided they keep the race clean, there's points on the table.
But remember,
In Piston Cup lore, there's a car named Johnny Blamer who gets wrecked every race and has the nickname Magnet Face.
in anticipation of this, the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Alright. Let's see if we can make some stuff off the line here in Emilia-Romagna. It is damp, but it's not too damp. Everyone obviously starting on inters. Oscar in P8. Charles Leclerc, with a bit of a qualifying incident, is only in P7 ahead of us, fighting with Lance Stroll, who's having a bit of a resurgent season. They started quietly, but they are getting into it here in 2025. Porsche still on P11.
Taking is very, very difficult.
No, it's not. Shut up. It's all in the mind. Come on. Oscar, not feeling too confident today. Teo is, somehow. Don't know why. Yeah, there's nothing to be confident about in his life. Aggressive overtaking on.
Do your best.
Copy.
Let's see what we can get going these first few laps. Piastri taking a little look up the inside on Stroll. Can he get him down? What are the corner names in Imola again? Like, what is this called? Ravazza? Ravazza? I want to say this is called Ravazza. Round the outside of Stroll down the main straight. No, I quite like VW Golf Hitler. I think that's a complex pun, and I do quite enjoy it.
Good job, come on, mate.
Because it's not a straight one-syllable pun. It's a multi-syllable pun, but it has a really nice flow to it. So I very much like VW Golf Hitler. Big praise for that. Big claps. It's called the bendy corner. There we go. Very nice. Okay. Piastri up into P7. Porsche still down at P11. He's got Djokovic ahead of him. One of our cars has overtaken Aston Martin. So there's nothing to suggest the other one can't do the same. We are not, however, pulling much of a gap on Stroll. 2 seconds to Leclerc ahead, which is coming down. I have to say. It's looking okay. Yeah, these Aston Martins, I will say, seem to be on a similar kind of development level to us currently. Not fun. We've obviously got some new upgrades in the works. We're building them currently for the next few races. Looking good. We are gaining on the cars ahead, though. Russell, who had a very good qualifying, typically doesn't have the best race pace, though. We are gaining on him. He was holding up Leclerc a little bit, which is very nice for us. Could help. Vesti up ahead as well, who was a bit of a little pain in the ass last session. Hopefully he starts to fall down the pack as well. Okay. I think it's going good. Gonna put the fuel to balanced.
Okay, good lifting coast now. Copy.
Start getting through this thing a little bit quicker. We're looking at a lap 38 pit. If nothing changes. So we're kind of just getting through this thing now. Let's see. I would just really love to set a decent gap to Stroll behind. That's all I want currently. And to catch Russell ahead. We can get a good result here. We can get a P6 in this race, I think. We could even get a P5, I want to say, if we get ahead of Vesti, which is possible. Not easy, but possible. We do just kind of need to ignore Stroll behind, though. Hopefully he's not slowing us down too much. And he is causing us to lose ground on Russell, who is actually fighting Leclerc ahead. Pourchaire, on the other hand, down to P11. Is not that far behind, actually. Up into P10! He gets Drogovic! Gasly up ahead, who should be relatively easy. Our race pace against RB is decent typically, and that means he's just on the back of Lance Stroll. 2-on-1 against Lance Stroll. We can double team the Canadian. He's going to have nowhere to run. Stroll has taken Piastri, but the rear gunner is coming. Support is on the way. I'm liking where this is going. Are we done with the puns now? No, keep them coming. I do enjoy them. I do enjoy them. But at the same time, I do need to actually do the rest. Yellow flag. Yellow flag. Crash. I get the feeling it's not going to be a safety car.
Entirely sure what happened.
It would have been out already if it was.
Logan Sargent.
Yep. That is not entirely surprising. Oh. Oh. Was that Albon that went into him? I think it was. Unless it was Magnussen. Oh, Logan.
Do what you can.
Callum, I see a Instagram message and it just says Osama bin Laden. like, mate, like, come on. Like, bro. We need. Please don't get this stream banned. Please don't get this stream banned. Osama bin Lambo. Osama bin Lando Norris?
Keep going.
It's a bit of a stretch. Fernando Carlonzo. Okay, two cars are right next to each other. 2-second gap between them. Piastri's still struggling with Stroll, but if we kind of keep pulling along with Stroll ahead, it's not the worst thing that's ever happened. Sebastian Vettel. These people are canon. These people are already canon in the Cars universe. Another yellow flag. Another yellow flag. I think basically the way it works is, guys, anyone involved in motorsport in real life gets to be in the Cars universe normally. But then other people have to get the pun names right. Piastri is still catching on the back of this fight. He is. Oh, sorry, Porchera is catching on the back of this fight. So I think it is accurate. It is accurate that we would have Saddam Hussein. But then people like Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel, Michael Schumacher, just exist as normal because they're already in the world of racing. They don't have to be pun versions. That's kind of how it works. Going okay on the tires. It's looking alright, it's looking alright. Okay. If we double team Stroll, can we send him to the Shadow Realm? He's got a decent defense going, but can he hold off two? Look at those beautiful vehicles. And all of you who were like, oh, Porcher doesn't have great race pace. This is prime example. If Porcher can now show up and do what Piastri couldn't, then it affirms my belief in him. I told you he had greatness hidden there under the surface. He may be about to show it now. Come on. Or maybe he's going to get stuck behind Stroll as well. There is a possibility of that. We do have to consider that one. Let's just put him onto a heavy attack. See if he can make something with that. And as soon as he gets past, he can then slow down. Piastri can go on heavy attack. Then we're good. We are on aggressive overtake, as always. I think Teo on the high confidence is helping massively. Piastri just on medium, which certainly doesn't help. Into the chicane. Can we get something done? Can we get something done? Oh, he's nose down the side already. Late on the brakes. And no, Stroll is just putting on a masterclass in defense. The Canadian Minister of Defense showing us how it's done. I don't want... There's so many of these pun names. I just don't want to read them. Nissan Yahoo! Ben Nissan Yahoo! Yellow flag. Sonoda spun. Sonoda having a torrid race. Started in P17 with his Q1 nightmare, should I say. Cannot get it going. But also, neither can we! Stuck behind Lance Stroll! Is my Cars Universe channel Mr. 2V? MR2V. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Guys, we have to get around Stroll somehow. Like, give me something to work with here. Archduke Franz Ferdinand. Assassinated to start Cars World War I, of course. I'm actually going to predict Teo goes to Red Bull Powertrains. We get IRL Teo Ford chair. I mean, a whole can of worms. Just a whole can of worms we've opened up here today. A whole can of worms. I'm just covered in worms. Absolutely slathered in them. Kaiser Wilhelm II. Lancia Stroll? A whole car of worms. Put the prediction up. Both pass Stroll by lap 20. Just to clarify, Shabby, pass and stay ahead, or just pass once and we can fall behind again? Someone's put an 8K prediction in.
Push on.
Okay, I'm going to start to go a little bit faster. Track is now dry. What? 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 What do you mean track is dry? Oh, it's just a dip. It's just a dip and it's getting wetter. That's fine. That's fine. Tires are fine. The tires are fine. It's getting wetter again. It's actually not going to rain again for another 4 minutes. So should we come off the pace to save the tire life? I'm going to do it.
Cool the rears.
Yeah, the life is going pretty quickly.
Copy. Copy.
Save tires to the dips. Yeah. Okay. We'll go on light. And then we can blast it afterwards.
Copy.
Stroll can get ahead. For now, we'll show him who's bad at strategy. Because it's certainly not me. See how Stroll's tyre is actually still on 80%, similar to ours.
Let's keep doing
I
what we're
think
doing.
he's come off the pace as well, it looks like. Mr. V, have you done good strategy this time? I think I've done very mid strategy. I think I've just done the same strategy as everyone else. And it's working sort of okay. It's sort of working okay. Put them driving clean air. Okay, I can do that. Cool them tires. Cool them tires. Tires getting cool. That's fine. That's fine. Do you want to go down to 1 dot pace, or are we good like this?
There's a yellow flag now.
Oh. No, poor Chet. No, not mechanical fault. What? I didn't change his ERS! I forgot to change his ERS! He's got the bad one! No, poor Chet, no! I had one thing on my to-do list. Oh. At least it's raining again. At least it's getting wetter. Stroll has gained a significant gap on us, but he has also got ahead of Russell. What the hell? Okay. Track is about to be 1 millimeter again, so we can start to push these tires. I can't believe I forgot to change his ERS. I mean, I can believe it, but I'm very annoyed. Okay. Send. Track conditioner's damp. Absolutely boot it, lads. Let's see how this goes. Oh my god. At least we're going to have more ERS condition for later in the season. So there's always that. If I had a nickel for every time I asked Mr. V if he changed the engine and he didn't read the message, I'd have 2 nickels. I mean, you gotta... It's good to have an income, right? It's not that bad. Let's see. Let's see. Poor was actually looking okay for once. We are catching these two ahead, to be fair. We are catching them up again. Okay, we're still kind of on track for that lap sort of 37 crossover, which still kind of tracks. Maybe gone a little bit later, but that's fine. We had life in the tyres in the strategy. Leave them on 4 dot pace just for a few laps. Maybe until they get up to the cars ahead, and then we'll turn them back down. I think we can take Russell. I think we can get Russell maybe this lap at the end of the main straight. Yes. Yes. No. No. Or, wait. No. No. Vesti spun! Huge! Huge news!
The moment they lose it.
I mean, Aqua Minerale is a tricky corner, and he's a rookie, you know. But he beached it! Is he still beached? Is he still beached? Is he, I don't care. Is he still beached? God damn it. He got it out again. He got it out. But he is behind us. And the pace advantage of the McLaren is not huge ahead of us, so potentially can keep him there. I am liking what I am seeing. Very much enjoy. Okay. I think we can get Russell. We can potentially get Stroll somewhere down the line. Could we be on for a decent race result? We just got to be conservative. We've got to be careful. Poor chair. ERS is getting worse. Major fault. It's just at 0. He's just got no ERS. That's not going to help his pace. Oh, no. He's got some ERS. He's got a small amount of ERS. Let's put him on top up for a bit. Let's get that percentage up. We also do need to be careful on the tyre pace. And to not use all of the life of these tyres. Mr. V, you do bad strategy. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, to be fair. Piastri is off cleaner. He's all good.
How are the tyres?
So he should have some pretty good pace delta on Russell now. Get past him. Past him into the Tamburello chicane. Up the inside. Late on the brakes. Horrible camera angle. Horrible camera angles. No. Russell fully moved under braking, but we'll let that one be. We'll put him down back onto aggressive pace. Same with Porcher.
To cool the rear tyres.
Oh, his ERS is not looking too hot. I mean, it probably is quite hot in the bad way. Hello. Oh, Durgan. Hello. Oh, I thought I was waiting for the text to speech. It just didn't come. Welcome to the Green Screen Enthusiast, Durgan. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Are you in the chat? Or did that just happen over on the video and has nothing to do with the live stream? ERS on Oscar. Okay.
Lovely stuff.
He's past Russell. 2 seconds to Stroll ahead. We can make it. We can get there.
Gap ahead is 2.
Still looking okay on tyre life. We had a lot of margin at the end of the stint. Vesti overtakes poor chair. Sadly, that is probably going to happen, considering the fact he's got a borched ERS. Two seconds to Stroll, and then weirdly, the Ferraris are not that far ahead. I think from Miami as well. Ferraris actually don't have particularly good wet pace. They're very quick in the dry. But these two Red Bulls are way out in front. Ferrari has nothing here in Italy, which is kind of normally the case. Another order? What are you guys buying? Another one? Someone just placed an order for 3 t-shirts, one of each of the Curls collection. What a mad lad. What an actual mad lad. Crazy stuff going on. Mr. V rank the cars chase. The tracks in cars are very weird. Obviously, the Piston Cup is an oval racing series, right? It's a stock car racing series. So they're just ovals. Like, I could rate them on, like, spectacle. Like, the location of the Florida 400 from Cars 3 is a brand new facility, wonderful, like, stadium enclosure. And they claim 250,000 people, 250,000 spectators, which is mental. Just going back to the Cars universe, I will point out as well, whenever we see the stadiums and they have specific, like, racking to hold spectators, only cars can go in the grandstands. Like, you see that there's motorhomes on the infield, and they're, like, supporters, they're fans as well. But, like, trucks, trains, planes, they're just not allowed to go. They just can't go in the grandstands. It's a segregated society. It's a segregated society. Do we mean to say that there's trucks, and they work their Monday to Friday hauling stuff all across the United States of America, and on the weekend they are not allowed to go to the Motor Speedway of the South to watch a Piston Cup race in person because the standing is not designed to allow them in. They literally can't get through into the grandstands. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, the segregation in the Cars universe. Anyway. You can't type carpartide. You can't type carpartide. You can't do that. That is not allowed. Anyway, we're looking out for our stop. It's coming up in a few laps. Not carpartide. The trucks on the infield. But we never see trucks on the infield. We see motorhomes, but never... I mean, there's working trucks. The trucks who work for the teams. But, like, there'll be other trucks just who work in the haulage industry who would be fans of the sport, presumably. But as well, like, trains. Are trains not allowed to be fans? Planes? There's some practical limitations, yeah, but, like, come on. And the Florida track in Cars 3 is on the coastline. They could add moorings so boats could come and watch, and they just don't. They're just not allowed to moor there. It's just... It's a fascist, oppressed state. It's all happy jolly, and they present it like everything's great in the Cars universe. It is not! There is a tiered society. There are people within the Cars society who are simply not allowed to do certain things. Save tires. Yes. We'll go on standard.
It's a big call on the tyres.
Is racing equivalent to our marathons? Yeah, we have to presume it's the equivalent of like track and field, right? And yeah, it must be like marathon racing, because if it's like several hundred laps.
Copy.
They never, in the Piston Cup, we never see a total race time. We do in the World Grand Prix, but we don't in racing. But the way it's presented, it makes it seem like it's like a couple hours. So yeah, it's like a marathon. It's like a marathon. Okay, Pochetta is dropping down massively. Oh, he's fighting Orladelli, man. That is just horrible, horrible irony. Just the worst kind of irony, that. Rain seems to have stopped. Got a little bit more rain in 4 minutes' time. But track is getting dry. Track is getting dry. Okay. We're looking out for that crossover. As soon as it comes, Piastri is coming in. Let's keep an eye on him. Pochetta is a lost cause at this point. Retire the car? Should we just retire the car? I mean, we'll save life on his new engine and stuff. He's not... I mean, he's not making... He had to get, what, like 14th to get that $1 million? Yeah, okay, let's just... We'll retire the car. How would I do that? Like, genuinely. Like, I'm not being funny. How do I retire a car? Is it a pit stop? It's in the for menu. What? Oh, retire. There we go. Yeah, nah, he's not making... I think he had to get P14. He is not making that. He's just going to drop down even further. He's coming in. Got an issue with the car. He's coming in. Okay. Piastri, all our eggs are in your basket. It makes sense, you know. We've got half race distance to go. We'll save the life on the engine. Save the life on the new gearbox. It's better down the line. It's better down the line. Okay. Think we can keep Vesti behind. Even if he gets past, it doesn't matter all that much. Should be able to beat him on those mediums. I'm looking for the track. We're thinking, what, 1 mil? When it's 1 mil, we call him in, that kind of thing? Because getting the timing of the stop is going to be massively important to get that undercut. It could even be this lap, you know. See where he is when he comes around to the pit entry again. Box this lap. Yeah, it is looking likely, to be fair. Let's wait till he goes to the chicane. Yeah, I think that is it, to be fair. All right, on to the mediums. Go.
Car behind Russell, 3. Russell is 3 behind.
I left during Q3 and just came back. What happened to Tate?
Gorman, you did a good job.
I may have forgotten to swap Teo's bad ERS pack out. And it may have exploded. And so we may have had to retire the car. Maybe.
Watch the pit exit line.
Okay, track is dry. Let's get this going. Gonna go heavy pace, just get life in these tires, but then we need to make sure they make it to the end. We also want to make sure we're actually undercutting people. 2.7 is a pit stop. That is certainly one of the pit stops of all time.
Currently P14.
Life in those tires. Come on. 2.6 fuel. 25 laps to go. Should be decent.
Right behind. He's 5 seconds behind.
3 dot pace is going to get us to the end. Let's go. Full send time.
Keep doing what you've been doing, then you've got the energy.
Let's just check the people ahead. People up front pitting. Stroll pitting. We breeze on past. We come out just behind Stroll. Vesti actually hasn't pitted running down P4. Pretty sure we're going to get him on the undercut. That is lovely stuff. The Stroll fight is back on. It is back, baby. We've got temperature in our tires. Stroll is still bringing it up. Yes. 3.3 behind. I'm liking where this is going. Vesti is behind us once more, as is Russell, as is Gasly. We're back in P6 where we belong. Happy with this. Okay, we're basically riding this out to the end. We've got to be careful. Just in case there's another safety car or something. People have been looking feisty this race. We've had Sargent trying a few. We've had Vesti spinning. Sonoda with an awful start. There's always a chance. There's always a chance. I will say Vesti has been quick. He's got god-awful strategy, even worse than ours, and that's saying something. But he is quick on race pace. 6 seconds behind. Need to be careful. Mr. V, you ready for the competition on February 9th? I am indeed. I have neither got a copy of F124 or a steering wheel, but I will get them both before February 9th. I'll be there. Don't you worry. I'm not going to run out of fuel. Bish Bash Bosh? I'm still deciding a date for Bish Bash Bosh. I need to just organize some stuff in my life. I need to sell my goddamn MR2. People keep asking if they can come view it, and then they just don't show up. So I keep driving to where the car is, and then no one's there. But yeah, I need to do some stuff like I need to sell that car. I just need to get it gone. Then I can organize Bish Bash Bosh, basically. There's a Steam sale of F124. That's a decent time. Well, I tried to ask EA if they'd send me a copy, and they have absolutely no way to contact them. I tried signing up for the EA Creator Program, and they said they will get back to me in 90 days, or within 90 days, which is a crazy slow time, particularly in like the YouTube world. 90 days for a YouTuber is like 7 years. That's ludicrous. But if it's on sale, that's pretty good. I might pick it up. So I do need to get some practice in. Okay, we seem to just be holding about 2.5 seconds to Stroll. Would love if we could catch him, but you know, can't have everything we want. Going fine on tyre life. We can start to save fuel when we're like 10 laps on the end, that kind of thing. Could probably get a wheel from Moser. They give away a lot of stuff. I might ask about that. I know they just sent Law VS one, and obviously his channel is bigger than mine. But I will say it has more opportunity of showing up in a video on my channel. I'll ask him how he got that. I'll ask him how he got that. That would be quite nice. That would be quite nice. Just arrived and seen Porchetta's retired. Did he already run out of fuel? No, he ran out of electronics. he ran out of good team strategy. And planning. The team leadership in general, I would say, was the issue there. Yeah. Good evening, Daddy. I'm late. Oh, you're exactly where you need to be. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that. Okay, 12 laps to go. Vesti is ahead of us. Sad. Hopefully, we can ride his DRS for a bit. Get ourselves closer to Stroll. And then maybe if Vesti gets Stroll, we can also get Stroll before the end of this race. That would be lovely stuff. I think we can definitely hold in the DRS, or even get back ahead of him, you know. Always helps. Always helps. And it's put us half a second closer to Stroll, so I'll take it. Honestly, this might be the time to start saving fuel now that we're being drawn along by Vesti's DRS. Where are... So this is a silly question. Where are the DRS zones in Imola? There's just one. There's just one. Okay, interesting. I just need to be careful not to fall out of that 1 second. Check Vesti's tyres. I think he's pushing. No, he has better tyres than us, so that's... So that kind of sucks, that does. Stroll is on hards. Stroll is on hards.
So tyres are good.
I don't know what to make of that, but he is on hards. Just bear that in mind. 10 laps to go. Would just absolutely love to see another safety car right now. Would be so happy. We were told there was a 100% chance of a safety car. We were lied to. I feel like this fight with Vesti is slowing us down. As long as we finish ahead of him and get a P6, finish ahead of McLaren, Tsunoda is in the points again, getting 2. As long as we are ahead of Vesti at the end, I can live with that. I keep getting spooked by this here. There's actually Van Dorn coming to, like, unlap himself from us. We're slowing ourselves down so much that a Sauber, of all things, is catching on the back of us. Or maybe we just went past him. Imola is not our race. I mean, we've got Oscar's confidence up. We'll take it. We'll take it. He likes to fight. He likes the tussle. He likes getting down and dirty, rolling in the mud. He's basically just a pig. Another underwhelming P6. It's alright. Couple laps for the last few. We can turn the fuel back up. And we should be able to stay ahead of Vesti. Bring home the P6. And we will take that. I will take a P6. As long as I'm not just stalling a lap before the end, I will take it. And you never know. Sargent might crash into Stroll. Stroll might crash into Stroll. Stroll might crash into Albon. There's many, many feasibilities where we get ahead of someone by the end of this race. Okay, Vesti has fucking turned on the jets. Jesus Christ, man. We're going to go aggressive as well. We cannot let that happen. We cannot let this McLaren drop us. Okay, we get past the back markers. 2.2 to Vesti. He's going to get held up by Hulkenberg for the last couple laps. Or is he? Don't have Sargent unlap himself. At least Piastri can't smack a wall this time. Don't say stuff like that. Do not say stuff like that, because it will happen. I'm having no jinxing going on in this chat. 2.2. At least he won't get a puncture. Just stop! 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 Stop it! Stop it! Okay, we cross the line. On to the final lap. 2.3. I think P7 is where we end it. Let's go full TikTok zoom mode. Full Instagram Reels, Subway Surfers, keys jangling, brain rot mode. Zoom zoom. Sainz wins the race. Bit of Red Bull comeback getting into the European leg of the season. Don't hate that. Leave all that tyre on the line. Come on, last couple corners. I'll give everything for an Oscar retirement right now. It would be so funny. You have a very warped idea of what's humorous. I can't say I agree with you. He crosses the line. Plenty of fuel in the car. P7. At least we outscore Mercedes. We outscore RB, who scores 0. The world is healing. After a dreadful, dreadful Miami, the world is healing. Vesti is annoyingly fast. We're getting there. We're getting there. It actually wasn't Crofty, to be fair. It was a bit mid. And I have to say, Fred Vesti finished ahead of us by losing 3 places. Then McLaren's got quali pace. So if anything, we actually caught them. Just throwing that out there. Yuki Tsunoda gained 8 places from P17. Guan Yu Zhou went up. Doesn't help. Taylor's down here. Daniel Ricciardo retired! Yes! Okay. In the Drivers' Championship, Lance Stroll. Oh no! I am never going to hear the end of that. But Valtteri Bottas does go ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Valtteri, honestly, is having a wet dream looking at that score sheet right now. Ahead of Lewis Hamilton in his Red Bull jersey. With a couple more results like that. So P2 with a fastest lap for Valtteri catches him up closer to Charles Leclerc. In the Constructors, it's still Ferrari out ahead, but it's only 46 points down to Red Bull. It's going to be an interesting fight here in 2025. We are still ahead of Aston Martin, but only just. I do not like where this is going. And we still gain like $1 million. It's 930. Oh my god. Why does it have to be directly behind my chair? It's 930. I can't fucking get out of frame enough. Oh my god. It's 930. We got 930k. I'll take it. I'll take 930k. In the game or real life, I'll take it. Where's Teo in the standings? We don't need to look at that. We don't need to look at that. We just fundamentally don't need to look at that. Let's make some wings. Hell yeah, let's make the car go faster. I'm going to end the stream there, guys. It's been a real one. It's been fun. I was washed once again. We can only go up from here. We can only go up from here. Why is Lance so rapid? I guess Aston Martin just has high development, right? Like the team just has good facilities, like in real life. And so they develop loads of really good parts. So, fair enough. Mr. V defending Teo's like Red Bull defending Checo. Teo has promise! His race pace was good. I just forgot to give him ERS. If he had an ERS pack, he wouldn't have had to retire and he would have been... We'll put new parts in his car in Monaco. That is his time to redeem himself, okay? That is his time. Please play GeoGuessr next stream. Not against it. Not against it. Next stream is going to be sometime next week. I don't believe I'll be streaming this weekend. Maybe on Sunday, but I'll have to announce it quite last minute. We shall see. Until then, Mr. V is going to go Mr. Sleep. Well, firstly, I need to go Mr. P, if you know what I mean. Yes. Get in the Discord. That's the best place to learn about streams. I normally schedule them about 1 to 2 days in advance. Stick around. New videos hopefully coming a lot quicker now. Check out today's one if you haven't. Get in the memberships if you want to watch videos early. Get subscribed to the channel. New videos come in very soon as Josh Revel sends me his fucking video footage. I've been Mr. V. And now Mr. C. You later.